Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and this week we're going to be making these super cool beaded pendants, or they could be earrings. They're like little mandalas. Now if you're not already subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe for lots more DIY wire art and jewelry making videos. So what you're going to need for this project are your tools, a round form. I'm using two sizes of wire, 18 gauge for the frame and 24 gauge for the wrapping, and we need seed beads. So to get started, we're going to take our 8mm bead, and you could use a smaller bead if you like in the middle, or a larger one. And I put my 24 gauge wire through. It's about maybe 18 inches long, and we want one end to be a little longer than the other, so we're just going to take this one end and wrap it back through there just to secure the bead in place. We'll just wrap it back through and kind of tighten it up like that. And then what we want to do is put all our seed beads on one side. So I'm going to do a pattern for this one. You can just do any old, mishmash of beads that you want. The idea is you need about 7 inches of beads on there. And you could vary the sizes if you want to experiment, but I'm just going to use seed beads, and I'm going to just keep going till I have 7 inches. So I put 7 inches of beads on there, and what I'm going to do now is just make the outside of the pendant. So we want to take our thicker wire, about an 18 gauge, and I'm just going to bend it at a right angle. Take a round form. This is my ring cone, but you can use any kind of round form, a pill bottle if you like. And you want to just form kind of a circle like that, because we're not quite sure what size it's going to be. You could even make the curve a little longer. And then what you want to do is put that one at the side, and then take your string of beads, and you want to just start winding it around the outside of the... Now if you want to not lose the beads, you could do a twist in the end if you like, but what we're going to do is you actually want to hold this, and then somehow just kind of with your flick of the wrist you can just kind of wind it around, because the idea is you want to spiral the beads around the outside like that. Okay, so what you can do, what might be easier to do, is actually go one by one. So what we're going to do is just like where you see this wire come on the other side, we're just going to see where this sits. Okay, it goes like about to there, and then we're going to twist this other wire from the other side of the bead around. Okay, so let's just slowly make our way around the outside. We're just going to do a nice tight twist that's held in place, and then we're going to do another circle around. Okay, we're going to see where we're at here, and you want to make sure there's not too much space around it, so we're going to go around to here. Okay, and just hold it and see where we're at here. Pull it so there's not too much space, and then we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to take this wire and twist it around again, and we're just going to keep forming loops around like that, and then we'll do the next one. Okay, we're just going to bring that one around. It's pretty with these 3 colors, so we're just going to bring that one around to the top. And we might have to add more beads after, depending on how big we want the circle to be. This is just the basic shape, and then we're going to twist more wire around to make it more secure. So we're just going to go around to here, and where you see that bead where you want to stop, we're going to twist around. Okay, around again. Try not to make this loop too loose. Okay, and then we're going to probably do a final one here. We're going to go around. Now the trick is you want to figure out where you started, okay? Because you want to have it, you want to have the middle bead somewhat centered. So let's just look at where we're at here. Okay, it looks like we started here. Okay, we started here, so we want to end like just up here. So it looks like we need another, I would say at least one more bead. So let's put one more bead on there. Okay. We're going to put one more bead there and just see if that's made a complete circle. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty complete. Maybe one more. Okay, we're going to put one more. Sometimes it's a little finicky just trying to find the exact size. So we're going to one more there. Okay, that's good. So what we want to do now is just to secure it in place. We're just going to hold that and then twist it through. Okay, and then that's going to make sort of the finished circle type of thing. And then we're going to tighten it up after, so don't worry about that. So see, we have our kind of basic shape there. And then now at that point, you can see how big your circle part has to be. And it looks like it has to be a little bit bigger. So we'll just stretch it out a little bit. Now what I do is I don't actually twist this end together yet because there's going to be a little bit of give when we wind it with wire. So we want to make sure there's a bit of leeway. So we're going to do that. And even if it has to be a little bigger, take your round form again because you want it to be curved all the way around, right? So just keep adjusting it if you have to. And then what we're going to do is start attaching it to the round part. And actually I think what we're going to do first is we're going to add some more wires to hold these together first. I think it's going to be better because as long as you have sort of the beads connected in, I would say at least 4 places, like say like here and here, and then also here and here, because you don't want these flipping around all over the place. So what we're going to do is just bring this wire from the back. Okay, we'll just bring it to the back here, and then just twist it through. Let's see, I'll bring it up so you guys can see it a little bit better. So we're going to just twist it through here. Okay. And careful to get it nice and tight. Okay, and then we're going to make sure the beads are lined up and go to the next line and bring it up. Okay, up and then back down. And yeah, just be careful to make sure the beads are lined up. And then here, we're going to bring it from the back to the front. We're kind of sewing them in place actually, which is kind of cool. We're going to go like that. Okay, so that's cool. Now let's go to the other side and we'll do the same thing. Okay, so we're going to go up kind of halfway between the other wires poking out on this side. So we're going to go up and pull it around, push it through to the back. Okay, so we're kind of catching that wire that's actually stringing the beads around. Okay, and then we're going to go up to the next row. Make sure they're kind of lined up. Yeah, I think this is going to work well. So we're just going to actually have to have four wires sticking out the outside. And then you're going to see how we're going to attach it to the frame. And it's good to have a nice thick wire for the frame so it's nice and solid. So I think the 18 gauge for the outside wire is good, and this is the 24 gauge for wrapping, which is a great gauge for wrapping. So look at this, it's good. It's all like nice and secured in place. So what we can do now is attach it to here. So let's put our little frame on there, and then we're going to just start. I guess that any of these is fine. So we're just going to go ahead, and I'm going to go left to right just because I'm right-handed, but you could do it anyway. And the idea is you pull it around and then you want to wrap it around. Okay, so we're just going to sew this to the outside. Okay, we're going to go like that and around, and then we're just going to keep doing that. And like I said, we're not going to attach the frame, like the ends of the frame together, until we're done sewing this on, because that way we're going to know how big that our frame has to be. So we're just going to keep going around, and what you can do is just like keep going with this one, and then like once this wire is used up, then we're going to use this wire. Use the wires you already have sticking out, and then that way if you need to add a wire. Like if your wires aren't big enough, no problem. You can just go ahead and add another wire after. But the idea is you just keep sewing this around. Let's just do one complete section so you guys can see how to finish it off. We're just going to go around and around. Just get it. Sometimes it's hard to find where you want to string it through. Just around. So once you've done one section, you're just going to pull it around like that. And then all you have to really do is clip it at the back. Okay, because it's going to be, there's lots of wires to hold it in place. And then you just pinch in the pokey end, and we're just going to finish off all of these sections. So once you've attached all the beads together around the outside, all you have to do is take this wire here and just wrap it around there, and we're going to clip the end because now we want to make the loop at the top to hang up the pendant. Or if you're doing earrings, it's a little heavy maybe for earrings, maybe not too bad. And then to do the pendant, if you want to put it directly on a cord, just bend this perpendicular to the pendant, and it's kind of cool if you do a double loop. So I'm going to just wind this around a couple of times, the round pliers. You could do a single loop too if you want, but it's kind of cool with a double loop. So we're just going to double loop it around, and then the end, you see, we're just going to wrap it around the end there and then cut the little bit off. Okay, and then as always, you can just kind of do any final adjustments that you need. See, it's got a nice little double loop at the top. You can adjust it how you want. Just wiggle it around to make sure it's nice and round, and there you have your cool beaded pendant. Kind of looks like a mandala, and if you want to kind of work out a pattern that looks more like a mandala, you can. This one's a little more abstract. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more DIY wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to join my Facebook group, the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club, you can share photos of your wire art and jewelry in the club and be inspired by others. And if you'd like to check out our wire art and jewelry on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wedding cake toppers, so I'll link up my shop below, and we'll see you the next time.